Hello guys, Dyutam Joy from Dauntless Dyutams here. Welcome to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 Part 19. We are playing this game in Master of Deduction difficulty. Follow us in Facebook and Twitter, links are given below. Today we will continue our main quest, A Mother's Love. It's been long since we played this quest, but pause in the middle to finish some interesting side quest. So without much delay, let's start investigation as Sherlock Holmes. Let's begin. So guys, we are playing this game in Master of Deduction difficulty in investigation segment, and in combat it is balanced. So let us proceed. Let us change his attire. The greatest detective, why not? So we will visit Stonewood Manor. It's here. So let's go. What is this? Again? I forgot his name. Sorry guys, I'm not well today.
I imagine Goliath was surprised to find out his lady was not real.
Goliath, yes. What's this? What? This is your gift, Mr. Bogle.
What a bizarre object, and yet oddly familiar.
Did you just remember something?
Yes. A room full of curiosities and artifacts. I think I can find it in the manor.
Sherlock. So, you continue to pursue the imaginary. I had hoped you might have got all this out of your system by now.
Mycroft, what are you doing here? Get out of my house.
It's my house.
There
actually.
he is.
I've come to bring you back.
I have no interest in returning, let alone with you. I know you lied about Mother all these years, claiming she was merely ill, but she was unstable. She never had tuberculosis. She was not recuperating, but mentally deteriorating, and you never once thought to tell me. How dare...
I shall not indulge this petulant tantrum. You can just tire yourself out and then slink back to London with your tail between your legs.
Just tell me everything! I'm an adult now. Show me the basic courtesy of an explanation. You know I will find out eventually.
The goal was stability, and that's what you got. The right thing for everyone was to try and move on from her passing.
The consequences of one's actions determines what is right or wrong.
Yes, exactly. The ends justify the means. After leaving Cordona, Sherlock, you had a normal childhood. In London, I was able to support you, guide you, shape you into a fine and productive young man. You have so much potential, so much to offer society.
But that's not the end. Now I found the truth, and it has shattered everything I knew about her, about you, and about myself. I feel unstable because of you. Your actions were not justified. Lying never is.
Oh, grow up, Sherlock. It was a white lie which has as much use in the realm of the interpersonal as the international. It is time you come to accept that some things are bigger than yourself.
Oh, you are full of it. You like to pretend you care about the big picture, but it's just an ego trip. You like knowing more than others. You like greasing palms and rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful. You like having eyes and ears everywhere. The fact it helps the nation is incidental, because all you care about is yourself.
It's true. I have agents everywhere, including Cordona. If you weren't so damn stubborn, you'd realize that means I'm only here for you.
Another one. There must be something important behind it. I can feel it. I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall. It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around too.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the Cabinet of Curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Okay. So now that the Cabinet of Curiosities is open, I can proceed with my investigations.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator and this was her Cabinet of Curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him. I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake. 1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons. So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Letter from the judge. Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend. His Honor, Judge McDowell. Okay.
Carefully opened. Dated 24th of April, 1869.
Court summons. Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richer in the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDowell. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richer. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf. Okay. Court summon.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Ah, Sherry.
Officer Luciano J. Placido. Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man. And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
A torn diploma found on the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, on behalf of the board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we reactors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richer has undergone the test required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached.
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that. The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism. An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Otto Richer personal notes. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated by her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I am confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I'll be able to also examine the heredity of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. Okay. Anything else? Letter from Otto's brother. My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Claus. I left that name behind. Claus. Night.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Saunford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm starting to remember something. Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
Okay. After examining the cabinet of curiosities, I started remembering something from my childhood.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
Okay. So time to reenact.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
The curious conversation. It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother, and that it had backfired. He called Otto a charlatan. Calling a doctor a charlatan. Okay.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
Suspicious psychiatrist. Mycroft did not like the methods of Dr. Otto Richter and did not trust him. Not very private talk. It all occurred shortly after the incident in my mother's room on April 9th. I decided to play with some artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities and bore witness to a conversation between my elder brother and Dr. Richard. Mycroft was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richard did something dreadful to our mother. He called the man a charlatan. Okay. More guests. It appears we have another guest at the manor. I heard a noise near the front door. So let us check.
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Invitation from Vogel. Dear Mr. Holmes, I am waiting for you at Kurt Manco's mansion on Torquio's Lane, across from Cordona Abbey in northern Grand Surrey. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend Vivi. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for the place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Cordona Abbey. So sacrificial lamb. Yeah. Okay. But before that, is there anything we have to do?
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
The painting on the wall was slightly at tilt. He stopped and straightened it. Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
What's this?
I think this is what we're looking for. A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
Okay.
We made it. So what's there?
Single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favourite. Gifted by Queen Victoria herself.
A present from the Queen. Half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk in the Curiosity Cabinet, among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift of Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself. Okay.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met. Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Mycroft's research. Otto Richter is 45 years old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried, no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva. Switzerland graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera in 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown. Last seen on Cordona. Okay.
Nah, doesn't fit here.
Perfect match. My small archive of crime clippings. Maybe I should pick up this habit again. Still has a faint odor of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home. Still has a faint odor of tobacco, one of the few things on this island that smell like home. Made of cherry wood, father's favorite.
The pipe of Sherlock Holmes, a small straight smoking pipe made of cherry wood that belonged to Sherry's late father Sherlock Holmes. We had to hide it from Violet, as she didn't know we stole it from his cabinet in London. The wood is old, its surfaces worn from frequent use, but it has been well maintained. A faint scent of tobacco lingers. Sherlock has taken his father's pipe with him. I sense it carries considerable sentimental value. Yes, of course.
I knew you'd find it in no time.
Okay. So John dares me to play chess with him. The white king is under attack. I need to save him and checkmate the opponent in one turn. John's figures are black. Oh my god, I am terrible in chess. So guys, that's it for today. In the next part we will do Sacrificial Lamb, where there is an invitation from Mr. Vogel. So we will do this in the next part. That's all from 19th part of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. In this channel you will watch and enjoy latest games walkthrough in the hardest difficulty available, part by part till the end. We need your support guys. Please do like, subscribe and share the video. Make sure to hit the notification bell and stay updated with our recent content. We would love to hear from you guys and wholeheartedly appreciate your valuable feedback. Dyutam Joy from Dauntless Dyutams signing out. See you in the next part. Till then, take care and stay alert like Sherlock.